What's going on, Jeromes? We are back. Happy Wednesday. Happy Home Day to those who celebrate. Daily Jeromes live stream, 11 a.m. Central Time, Monday through Thursday. It's always a good time talking Vikings, talking junk, and also, all right, so we just did, and we're currently uploading a video talking about Aaron Rodgers' smug-ass comments. Yeah. So it's a pretty good one. So check that out after the live stream. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for making this part of your day. You want to support the work? purpleftw.com/support is the way to do that. All right, so headed to an undisclosed location this afternoon, as we usually do on Wednesday, because it's our kids' day off from school, so we try to do something fun, especially when the weather's nice. So you know for a fact, every time that I head out, some big Vikings news will drop. So I don't know. Maybe they'll snatch Snacks Harrison away from the Packers. Who knows? All right, so let's dive into the questions. So the add-on question is, what should we do for the Seattle hot dish? Now, so the hot dish, if you're new, we've been doing a cooking show where every week we do a dish inspired by the Vikings' opponents. Let's see, what have we done? The Nashville fried chicken for the Titans. We did brisket for the Houston Texans, even though Houston's not really like a big barbecue place. It's more Central Texas, like Austin, Waco, San Antonio, etc. But let's see, what else? Week 1, we did beer cheese soup for the stupid Packers. Week 2, we did the Paunch Burger from Parks and Rec for the Colts. So we're deciding what to do for Seattle. Now, I do have some really nice wild-caught Pacific salmon fillets ready to rock, except salmon's boring, man. Salmon is salmon. But I can't think of something better. Like I'm trying, coffee, but nah. Trying to think of something like Pearl Jam or Nirvana or Black Hole Sun inspired by. I got nothing. Only Charlie. Not a question, but I need the Vikings to win this game because my whole family are Seahawks fans and I'm the only Viking fan. How did that happen? Like that is odd. So, all right, so let's try to brainstorm what happened to Charlie's family. So, since they're all Seattle fans, probably geographically they are in the Pacific Northwest in all likelihood. Or, I mean, hell, maybe they live in Minnesota and they got wrapped up in the 2012-2013 Seahawks hype. It's possible. But Charlie is the outlier. So we'll say that they're in the Pacific Northwest, either Washington or Oregon. And Seahawks fans, maybe it goes deep. Like maybe they're OG Seahawks fans and they were cheering for them back when they were in the AFC and also back before they were horrible. Before they were good. They like, remember Jim Zorn and Steve Largent in the Kingdome? And then Charlie was just like, screw y'all. I'm going to cheer for the team that's going to just kick me in the nuts the most. Spartus JX. Thoughts on possibly drafting Rashad Bateman next year? Jefferson in the slot with Thielen and Bateman on the outside sounds pretty damn sexy for me. It does sound sexy. It really does. Also, fried calamari hot dish in representation of the Seattle Kraken. Oh, that's an idea. I freaking love fried calamari. Plus, we got that fryer revved up, ready to go. Could show how to cut and clean some octopus. I mean, that would definitely be in the running. Oh man. It's a great idea. Bateman, I think Bateman is going to go. I still think he goes first round, especially since he is going to come back and be able to put up a little bit more tape. I think there are some questions on if he can be, even though last year Tyler Johnson and Bateman were 1A, can he do it by himself? Is that you, Rona? When he's getting all the attention. So I think Bateman coming back. Also, I love how the NCAA is just like, our rules don't matter or whatever. Like Bateman declared and he signed with the agent, but then there's like, come on back. It's funny. Charlie Essex, Pacific salmon with Starbucks coffee, Pike Place, maybe Washington apple pie for dessert. Oh, the Washington apple pie. Ooh, I live in Washington and this is hard to come up with. I feel like places like Indiana, like Seattle, like they don't have like this is a signature dish. Like it's not like Chicago where it's like, you got to have that there Chicago style pizza, that there da pizza, right? So I'm kind of bummed we don't play any New York team this year, but it is. But we could play the Bills. We could have the Diggs and Jefferson Bowl. Make some wings. Come on. Week 6, Atlanta. I believe we're doing chicken and waffles. So we're making our own homemade waffles, frying up some chicken wings, breaded chicken wings. It's going to be good. Andy Skoll, isn't it funny? Isn't kind of funny how bad the Bills were for so many years. Now they look like they could win it all. Yeah, McDermott and especially Leslie Frazier have done a phenomenal job. That defense is legit. Josh Allen is panning out. He's looking damn good, playing at MVP level. Respect. Stephon Diggs really amplified that passing game. And also, I think Singletary is really underrated. Plus, I mean, they haven't even used Zach Moss. Offensive line is good with Glenn, Wyatt Teller, and also the right tackle, Williams. Daryl Williams, I think it is. Yeah, I think that he used to be in Carolina. Let's see if I'm right or if I'm lying. Our lads, Bills. I know that he's been faring well. Yeah, Daryl Williams, Carolina. Yeah, I forgot they had Cody Ford. Oh, Ty and Secchi, too. Come on. Oh, not Glenn. Deion Dawkins. I'm an idiot. Cordy Glenn used to play there. Anyways, next up is Charlie Bulbin, Rainwater Coffee. Charlie, even if this year doesn't end up great, I have super high expectations for next year with all the young guys getting developed, and we'll have Pearson Hunter back and maybe a new good free agent. Well, depending on the cap, sure. Also, you probably get rid of Anthony Barr's contract. You probably get rid of Steffen's contract. Shamar Steffen's played pretty well. Maybe get rid of Rudy's contract. Maybe get rid of Reef's contract, although Reef has played really well too. Yeah, it's weird how once that pressure gets ratcheted up, you start playing well. Like once stuff starts getting real. Tyler, were you a fan of Wanham player? Because I thought he looked great and a lot faster than I expected. I am a fan of Wanham. I think there's a lot of physical tools to work with there. I think that he's probably 2 or 3 years away from being like a real player. But the fact that they've been working him in, he's been getting weeks 2 and 3. He got like, but I think it was promising. I mean, he got his first career sack on week 4, completely unblocked, but he still made the tackle, which is great. George St. Baptiste, and just like that, Snacks Harrison is gone. Has he officially signed somewhere? Or is it... I feel like Snacks Harrison is really leaning into this whole free agency thing. Like, he's trying to turn this into The Bachelor. The Bachelorette, where he's like, here's your rose. Green Bay. I'd really like to be in Dallas. No one really wants you, man. Just sign here for the league minimum. And shut your face and stuff the run. Vikes Highlights HD. As you may know, Jefferson and Thielen are first and second highest graded wide receivers per PFF. Dalvin Cook is number 3 running back. How do you feel about the lack of involvement we're giving our tight ends? I think it might be sample size. I think it might be that Dalvin and Jefferson and Thielen have just been so damn hot that it's tough to feed other mouths, because there's only so many bowels to go around. Billy Long, Seattle Fish Taco is my suggestion. But I mean, Seattle really known for fish. Like, if you're playing San Diego, well, when the Chargers win, I would still call them San Diego anyway. Then Fish Taco for sure. Deep fried sea chicken. See, I was thinking about doing some sort of take on like a sea chicken too, but like, is a sea chicken, like, what would be a sea chicken? Like, would a duck be a sea chicken? A goose? It's weird. MN Sports Grief. Most crab fishermen come from Seattle, and on the show Deadliest Catch, they root for the Seahawks. So why not some king crab? I mean, we could do that, but king crab, we could do that dish, except like the way I prepare crab, it's so simple that it's just boring. Like, you have a pot of salted water, maybe you throw some Old Bay in there, and then you cook it until it's done and red and beautiful, and then you serve it with butter and lots of beer. That is it. There's beauty in simplicity. Well, I guess our salmon recipe is pretty simple too, so I don't know. I still don't know. I'll probably just end up doing the salmon because that's boring. Let us know where you're watching from. Give a couple shouts. Always fun. Eric Young, what was the reason you became a Vikings fan? For me, it was the team colors. I'd pick... What's the deal with our Zoom? This is what happens when we do film room. I always get the... There you go. I picked them when my dad would make me play Madden with him back when I was young and didn't know football. Now it feels like I know too much. Well, Vikings fan because my dad was, my grandpa was, and I'm just a glutton for pain. Like I'm a sadomasochist, where I'm just like, it's like those the executives and CEOs that pay particular ladies to like tie them up and whip them and put out cigarettes on their forehead. That's me and the Vikings. That's actually a lot of Vikings fans in the Vikings. Also, so my dad didn't play a lot of video games, but I remember when I was a kid. So Super Nintendo, then N64 and like PlayStation, the OG, and that was the ish. That was the ish back then. So I remember Tecmo Super Bowl 3 on Super Nintendo, just beating the ish out of my dad in that game. That was awesome. That was a lot of fun. I'm okay, who can. Vikings playing Super Bowl. Would you play Daniil there? By God, that's Daniil's. Yeah, bring him out Kirk Gibson style. I mean, I know that Daniil's trainer said try to avoid surgery, and then if by January it's not working out, then get the surgery. But I say get the surgery. I mean, if this is something that could potentially linger on and on and on, yeah, get the surgery. And then, let's see here. So you'd have 3 full months before the Super Bowl. Never say never, I guess. Connor May. Very random, but from Australia. What are your thoughts on Jared Hayne of the Niners? I thought that he was interesting as like a kick returner. I thought that he ran too upright to be like an efficient NFL running back. But then again, I guess Robert Smith ran upright. But also, didn't Jared Hayne get in like trouble with the law? Like, isn't he in some legal trouble? But the Hayne plan was legit. Yeah. So. Trial scheduled for May 2020. Oh. Sexual assault. That's not great. All right, so Jared Hayne. Trial. Initial due trial. Face jury trial in November. Oh, so this is still going on. That's not great. So that's less than ideal. All right. Purple Rain, $2 in Super Chat. Andy, read Pulford's message above. About what? Snack signed with Seattle? When did he sign with Seattle? When did I miss this? Damon Harrison. Oh, wait, what the shit? Huh. Oh, it must have been when... Wait, he's signing with their practice squad? Are you kidding me? Are you absolutely pooping me? All right, so yeah, I must have been caught up in doing my stupid Aaron Rodgers video, but my goodness. Practice squad. You can't do better than the practice. Whatever. Oakview, I don't know what the Seattle dudes eat. Also, could we get anything for Harris or Barr? It's going to be hard trading Harris in season. Barr next off season, probably not either. So I think you just might have to cut Barr and let Harris go. Zach Farmer, we see you in camo sometimes. What is the biggest deer you've ever taken? Also, what do you use for gun season? So I had 3 deer. Or I'm sorry, I harvested 3 deer when I was younger. I haven't had one as an adult. I just got back into hunting last fall. So I had 2 bucks. One was a button buck. The other one was forget the size. Like it wasn't a rope dragger by any means. Then also I had a doe once too. For gun season, just use a shotgun since we live south of the rifle range. So just 12 gauge. I think it's a Mossberg. Yeah, it's just a shotty. Robot Squirrel, greatest shootout this season, or is there a bigger one? All right, so Vikings and Seahawks getting it on. It might be. I mean, hell, it depends on who. Do Chiefs and Rams play again? That'd be pretty sweet. All right, a couple shout outs. Preach Paul, hauling it for all y'all. Whitehall, Montana. Jarrett Freewaltz, RIP Eddie Van Halen. Dance the night away. It's very sad. Next up is Nicholas Covelli. I'm in school again. School from Wisconsin. You don't learn anything in Wisconsin anyway. Minnesota Sports Grief. Skull from Lexington, Minnesota, near Blaine. What's up? Kenny Nash. Skull from Idaho. What's going on? All right, next up. Robert Barweiler, he must beat one good team. This is the Vikings way. If not Seattle, who do you think is the best team the Vikings will beat in 2020? Packers week 8. Yeah, because Aaron Rodgers out there thumping his chest, like, oh, woo, woo, woo. I beat up 4 of the worst defenses in the NFL. Yes, I'm including the week 1 Vikings. And look at us. Oh, Lati freaking da. I got to play the Lions and the horrible Saints secondary, and also the Falcons, who are 31st in the league. Blah 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 blah. He didn't look at the rest of the schedule, man. He's got some freaking dude defenses. He's got the Bucks. He's got the Colts. He's got the Bears. He's got the Eagles to lead the league in sacks. He's got the Vikings week 8. Bring it on! I can't wait. Cannot wait. Also, with COVID precautions, players aren't going to be leaving on the bye week, so ain't no Cancun up in here. So you're going to be in the facility, getting ready, getting pissed off, rewatching that week 1 tape. I hope Zimmer makes him watch the tape like Clockwork Orange style, just week 1 over and over. Dun, 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 dun. Packers. Scully. Hunter to the Giants for the first overall pick. I mean, it's not impossible. Westworld, explore a random city on Google Earth. All right, so I was just thinking it's been a while since we've done this. Let's look up Chico, California, which is the birthplace of Aaron Rodgers, or where he grew up. I don't know. So Chico, you got North Cal. I really like Northern California. Southern California, it's whatever, but they're almost like 2 different countries. NoCal and Southern California. All right, so let's see here. Chico, north of Sacramento, up in the woods and the forests. I combine those, the foods. All right, so let's see here. So I'm guessing Chico probably only has 1 high school. So let's try and find the football field. Well, actually, it's kind of a big area. Pleasant Valley High School. Wait. Wait, the Vikings? Hold on. Octogenarian Aaron Rodgers and his stupid face. Yeah, he went to Pleasant Valley High School, and he was actually, now that I think about it, I think I knew this, but it's just funny. All right, so there's technically Aaron Rodgers, Pleasant Valley High School. All right, so theoretically, there's a picture of him in a Vikings jersey. So this would be it. Look at this ass hat. Get out of here. Get all the way out of here. All right, so now, I wish their stuff wasn't so generic. Wait, so. Aaron. Oh, that's me. Hey. Wait, hold on. All right. Scroll over. Wait, so is Aaron Rodgers the kid here? Is he 10? He's probably 10, right? Or number 10. Wait, so that's him wearing a Vikings jersey? Yeah, front row, Aaron Rodgers. Look at that. It's weird, man. That's weird. We could change the hue, I guess. Make it purple, but yeah. Let's see. Does this place have a Target? That's what I want to know. They got Walmart. Now, this may be slightly facetious, but when we talking to the wife about potentially moving somewhere else, or just even staying in Minnesota, but just either a different burb or somewhere else in the state, it's just like, is there a Target? That's it. I don't know. I don't care anymore. They have a Costco though, so I'd be happy. All right, Oscar Hayes. How many yards do you think Jefferson will have by the end of the year? I'm changing his over-under to 1250. That's the over-under. Westworld. Now the Snacks Harrison on Seattle practice squad. Who's the next best nose tackle? Marcel Darius? Chase and Gelke. I would say just do a shit load of seafood like oysters, salmon, and crab. I mean, that'd be a lot of fun, except there's not a lot of cooking involved. Although I say that, but there's not a lot of cooking involved in the brisket either, just time. So, no. Evan Cascanaway. Could the Vikings pick up a Mohamed Sanu? No. No. Mo Sanu is bad. Also, would you be surprised Riley played so far as first play? No, Riley Reef has played really good. And I was just waiting for it because that Riley Reef sack he gave out to Merciless was early in the game. So right after, I just given Riley Reef some praise for the week heading in. It's just like, oh, yeah, here we go. Yeah, thanks. Hey, buddy. Buddy. Thanks. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, check out our video calling out Aaron Rodgers and his smug ass. Get out of here. Get all the way out. All right, next up. Let's see here. D-pad. Justin Jefferson is doing so well that it's scary good. Little does he know his performance is actually making Jamar Chase's draft stock look too good to pass up. Listen, instead of tanking for Trevor, why don't we try to get Jamar? That would be pretty sick. That would be sick, man. It's going to be another deep wide receiver class. I mean, Waddle, Smith, Rondale Moore. Man. Carson Harlow. If we trade a Barr, what would you want in return? 7th round pick. Minimum. Bryson Kent. Are the Vikings the best sports franchise to never win the big game? Also, also, if your Trevor and the Jets have the first pick, do you come out this year? That's something that's really interesting. Like, if Trevor Lawrence doesn't want to go to the Jets, he could pull Eli Manning and be like, I ain't going there. Not reporting trade me. Or John Elway. Or he could just return to Clemson. I mean, he hasn't quite ruled that out. It's a guy that does love college. Not like he's Van Wilder, but, I mean, he does love college. All right, a couple more shout-outs. Hunter Williams, skull from Savage. Jason Warlick, skull from LA. What up? Meno Jikis, skull from Minnesota. Jaden Bailey, skull from Michigan. Andrew James, 2586, skull from White Earth, Minnesota. Again, baby. The Accountant. Sneaky good movie, The Accountant, by the way. Ben Affleck. What's her name? From Pitch Perfect. Why am I blanking on this? But nah. As well as Shane from The Walking Dead. Skull from West Virginia. And Skull from Las Vegas, Nevada. Charlie Boltman, Redwood City. What up? Why am I hating on A-Rod? Steroids mainly? Or do you mean Rodgers? Who the hell calls him A-Rod? Please. No, there's one A-Rod, and he's an a-hole. Let's see. Charlie Bowman, for the record, I believe in Ezra, but what are the chances that Ezra flat out didn't look like he belonged in the NFL once he got into camp? The draft is a crapshoot, and he could be Samia or he could be O'Neal. Him going in the third team during camp was a potential red flag, typically developing some young guys. They didn't even rep him in second team left tackle. He's potentially doghouse early on. Certainly possible. I think it's more likely that it's just the Vikings coaching staff being ultra conservative, being like, you have to earn your stripes and blah, 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 with Dennison and Kubiak and also with Zimmer over riding things. And also, if this was true, I think that there would have been a lot more tamping down on the, Kubiak and Spielman last week saying like, well, his time's coming soon. Because, I mean, if it was just a full on, oh boy, like Willie Beaver situation, I don't think they would be putting those vibes out there. Minnesota Sports Grief. Hypothetical question. Would you take a broadhead arrow in the thigh knowing you would live, of course, in order for the Vikings to win a Super Bowl in a normal year? Come on, Andy, be a team player. What does it mean in a normal year? Why can't it be this year? So, yes, I would. But again, well, what's the definition of live? Like, is this going to hit an artery? Am I going to lose blood? Is this going to hit veins? Is this going to hit nerves? Like, I'll still do it. Tristan D. If the Vikings end up with a top 5, as long as this is a through and through, then we'll just break the arrow. If the Vikings end up with a top 5 pick, who do you see them drafting? I personally think they get a new head coach this offseason and pick the best corner, Jamar Chase. If the corner is already picked, I think they'll take Penei Sewell. Yeah, Dominus for Pienes. Pulford Skull, Seattle hot dish. It sounds delicious. Look it up. Cheese, beef, breadcrumbs. Think the Vikings can get 4 coaches fired this year? Well, It's possible. So Bill O'Brien, DQ in Atlanta. I think Matt Nagy is on thinner ice than you would expect a 3-1 coach to be. Also, yeah, Patricia. I mean, they could. It's possible. Too evil to hope. Will we lose by less than 14 points? Vikings will win by 14 points. Tristan D. If the Vikings have if the Cowboys have a top 10 pick this year and offered to the Vikings for Mike Zimmer and his contract, would you make this deal? Yes. Hell, if they even offered their second rounder, I would take that too, since the Vikings don't have one. Andy Maxfield, how are the Chiefs allowed to practice 2 days after they were exposed on Monday Night Football, but the Vikings could only practice a day after being exposed Sunday? Explain. It's a good question. Rules for thee and not for they. I mean, you see the NFL just bending over ass backward for the Chiefs, for the Patriots, for the Titans, even though the Titans clearly started this thing. And the Vikings is like, now. Zach Ballas. Don't understand the hate BC has been getting. He's needed when one of our receivers gets abducted for half the season again. A few weeks ago, you mentioned it'd be okay if they signed AB. You would be okay if they signed AB. What changed? I've always been pretty lukewarm on AB. Kind of like whatever. I mean, super talented dude, but at this point, since the Vikings don't even... Yeah, Kubiak. Well, we're going to have 4 deep at wide receiver. Bullshit. Nah. And I don't think BC's been getting hate. I think it's just been is what it is. I think it's just been overshadowed by Jefferson. It's not really a knock on him except for the drops. Nathan Schultz, something with Pigeon since we're facing garbage birds. It's actually kind of funny. Bawa to Ba, what should the Redskins do with Haskins? Oh, boy. Well, if they have a high draft choice, I think they're going quarterback. Even if they don't. Yeah, I think the ship has sailed. I think he would benefit. I think they're going to Josh Rosen him, to be honest. Giggity goo. If the Vikings aren't going to use BC Johnson, then let's trade BC Johnson, a 7th-round pick, for Mr. Underrated. No. BC's better than the saying Brown. Get out of here. Zach Ballas, Seahawks Soup. Is Hillary Swank hot? Now, this is from The Office, right? I would say yes. Hillary Swank is both hot and beautiful and very talented. She won an Oscar, right? For $1 Million Baby. She won 2. She won one for Boys Don't Cry, right? That's more nominations. Yeah, I hate these charts because they're hard to read sometimes. Also, who cares about Santa Fe Critics Circle Award? Whatever. Next up, B. Woodall. Shaq Edwards, I know you're against tanking, but unless you believe Spielman will trade up to get one of the top 3 quarterbacks from this draft, I see no point in winning games. I mean, it's the point of the sport. Our line ain't going to hold with the best defensive lines in the NFL. How do you know? Besides Samia. B. Woodall. Do you feel like Dwayne Haskins is getting short leased by getting benched so early, and does this mean they already gave up on him? Well, this regime didn't draft him, and this is what happens when you have changes in the front office, changes at coach, is what it is. Also, it's not like he's been playing good. Minnesota Sports Grief. Appears the douchey comments are happening more frequent. I think the demographic for these internet bullies are the following: around ages 16 and 23, white suburban kid who never got the time of day on the football field, of course, a micro PV. I mean, sort of is what it is. So, full disclosure, we don't read the comments. Producer Allie picks through them, and sometimes she has snarky responses. And sometimes I read those, which are actually pretty hilarious. But I don't know. Like, I never really got the point. Like, making a snarky comment on the internet to a stranger, it's like, what do you get out of it? I don't know. It makes me feel kind of bad. Yeah. JT Adams, cook for MVP, damn straight. Eric Nelson, hi, my name is Emma. My uncle let me ask this question because I'm African American. So is my dad, but my mom is white. Why do all these basketball players have to put all their stuff back on their jerseys? Kids, We stay out of politics here, but whatever. All right, so that is it. That is the Daily Jerome's live stream for Wednesday. I'll be back tomorrow, Thursday. It's gonna be awesome times. I did not know that Snack signed with Seattle freaking practice squad. Are you kidding me, Spielman? Like you can't give him an active roster spot. Get out of here. Skull production value. I gotta yell about this.